Hello and welcome to this episode of SPSS one-on-one series with Warrior Analytics. Today we look at logistic regression analysis, what it is, the different types of logistic regression, when to use which type of logistic regression, and then the difference between this type of regression analysis and what we looked at previously, the linear regression analysis. So let's get started. Logistic regression can be simply called a mathematical modeling approach that enables you to establish a relationship between several predictor variables and a categorical dependent variable or outcome. Key here is categorical dependent variable. For instance, you are interested in determining predicting whether someone will have a successful malaria treatment or they will fail on treatment. But you want to use a set of 3 variables to predict that. You want to use age, gender, and socioeconomic status to predict whether someone will have a successful treatment outcome or will fail on their treatment. Alternatively, someone can put it the other way, that I want to determine the factors associated with malaria treatment. So, these are the independent variables or the predictor variables, and this is your outcome, malaria treatment. We've seen in our definition that the independent variables can be continuous in nature, for example, age here, or they can be categorical in nature, for example, gender, male or female, and socioeconomic status, low, medium, or high, whereas the outcome should strictly be categorical in nature. So let's look at the different types of logistic regression. There are 3 common types of logistic regressions that you will come across. One of them is binary logistic regression. As the name goes, this is the most common type and is used when the dependent variable has got only 2 groups, hence the name binary logistic regression. When we say binary, the outcome can be only takes 2 options, either pass or fail, alive or dead, employed or unemployed. All your participants fall in one of those 2 categories. The second type of logistic regression analysis is called the multinomial regression. And this one is used when you have 3 or more unordered categories of your dependent variable. When we were talking about binary logistic, we only had 2 levels. But for multinomial, you have more than 2 levels. But there is an extra condition of unordered. There is no rank. The categories are nominal in nature. So that is multinomial regression analysis. Lastly, we have ordinal regression. This is used when there are 3 or more categories, but these categories are ordered in some way or the other. They have a natural order within them. For example, if your outcome is satisfaction levels and you've categorized them as low, medium, or high, there is a natural order in your outcome variable. So in that case, ordinal regression analysis would be the most appropriate. Previously, we looked at linear regression. And so what's the difference between these logistic regression models and the linear regression models? The key lies in the outcome that we are analyzing. In linear regression, we have a continuous variable as our outcome. We have, say, income, we have weight. In our previous episodes of linear regression, we saw our outcome was current salary, which was numerical in nature. Whereas for logistic regression, we have a categorical outcome variable. If it only has 2 levels, then we shall use binary logistic. If it has more than 2 levels, and those say 3 levels, but those 3 are not ordered, there is no natural order in them, then we shall use multinomial logistic regression. But if there are more than 2, but there is some order in the categories, then we shall use ordinal logistic regression analysis. I believe now you understand what logistic regression analysis is, the different types of regression analysis, and the difference between this type of analysis and linear regression. So in our next episodes, we are going to practically run each of these types of regression analysis in SPSS. We test the assumptions, we build the models, and we interpret the models. Then we demonstrate how do you present these results for your research report. Consider liking and subscribing to our channel so that you do not miss out any of the episodes that we produce. If you have any concerns or any areas that you would wish us to answer, kindly leave it in the comment section below. See you in the next video.